there, children of the wasteland? It's your man, your dog, your 2Dog. Borrowing a little signal from that sweet, sweet tower we call Atom Radio 76. News and weather coming your way. But first, story time. If you're hearing me, you made it through another night. The world didn't promise you. People ask why jazz? Because it's the sounds of humans refusing to shut up politely. Now listen up. Way back in the old days, I mean ancient, baby, the 1990s, maybe 2025, folks had something beautiful. They had these DJs, people who could make machines sing. They laid a little needle down on the black circle of plastic, and music came out. Real music, the kind that hit the heart before it hit the ears. I found one of those records once. Found a voice, too. Called himself 1Dog. And for a moment, I just sat there. World gone to ruin all around me, listening to that man make hope sound easy. I guess that's when it hit me. What we don't do, don't die if someone keeps it alive. So here I am, 2Dog, carrying the bark, keeping the beat, keeping the tradition, and maybe someday, someone will find this old signal and pick up where I left off. Maybe there'll be a 3Dog one day. Crazier things have happened. All right, cats, let me tell you something. Want to see the wasteland like it's a neon joint? Well, we've got the Chem for you. Berry mentats spell out living things that glow pink. Cook it right. Sip it slow. Don't get brave on me, though. This one's called Berry Mentats and Moonlight.
Ba-dum, 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 bo, bo, bo. Ba-dum, 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 bo, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bo. Grab your tin with a swagger grin. You're not just living, you're living in. Drop those berries and that fungus blend. Cook it sharp on a chemi bench.
Firecracker, starlight gleam. Mix it hot like a barrel dream. When this Chem blooms in the night, the wasteland glows in a rosy light.
Mentats kick in, you're sharp and bright. Purple halos on every fight. Through wood and stone they shine so keen. Pink halos mark every scene. All berry mentats and moonlight glow. See the living in a pink lit show. Craft it right, let that glow ignite. Berry mentats
Swing through the night.
forest berries by morning haze. Brain fungus found in damp dark maze.
Starlight gleams where the shadows creep. Stir it all when the night runs deep.
Berry mentats and moonlit tune, glowing pink like a wartime plume. Shake it smooth on the Chem table tide. Berry mentats, you see the night. Let the glow guide your swing.
Pink halos, purple shimmer. That's the taste of a mind sharpened and a night lit up. If your footsteps feel lighter, don't worry. It's the swing, not the chem. That was Barry Mentet's Moonlight by the Late Night Assembly off of Chems and Cravings. You hear me. Keep the dial right here. Hey, now listen. Next time you're tired, wired, or you just can't lift that fusion core, here's a little backroom chemistry lesson with a beat. Mama Pearl's gonna show you how buff tats get born. Baby, try not to mix your ratios. It's called Buff Tats and Bone Dust.
Crack that buff out, drop it clean in a rusted bowl with a piston sheen. Mortar, pestle, twist and grind till muscle dreams are redefined. Peppermint tats, cherry crisp, mash it down with a powdered wrist. Pink and gray, the swirls alive. Brains and bronze start to jive. Buff tats and bone dust, sparks in the air. Brewing up strength with a chemist's flair. Pulse gets loud, pupils flare. Buff tats and bone dust if you dare. Slide the slurry in a tin. Mark it sharp, do not begin unless your heart's got room to grow. One deep breath, now let it flow. Buff tats and bone dust, Raiders delight. Lift like a beast, think like a knight. One dose hits, you're feeling right. Buff tats and bone dust all night. In the lab or behind a bar, mix it tight, you'll swing like a star. Buff tats and bone dust. You're stronger than you are.
Ha ha! Brains plus biceps. Shake, but don't stir. Mama Pearl keeps it tight, keeps it cooking, and never forgets the gloves. That's Buff Tats and Bone Dust. Just don't take two and try to wrestle a milder queen again. All right, children. Quick local bulletin. Somebody in Morgantown is trading perfectly good rat away for pre-war mints. Not mentats. Mints. Let me tell you something. If you're bartering for nostalgia while your Geiger counter's singing like a cricket in a tin can, you might be past mint season. Now back to the music. This next one's down from the ash heap, where everything stings and nothing grows right. All except for a few flowers stubborn enough to bloom in soot. Now you hear me. It ain't just a recipe. This one's called Ash Heap Detox Ballad by Starlight Mabel and her Ember Ensemble off of their album, Smoke Worn Ballads, Volume Number 2.
Fill your kettle with boiled dreams, 2 full jars from the sulfur seams. Let the fire kiss it once then twice. Ash heap water, don't come nice. Pick the blight with a scarf pulled tight. Grows like anger, sharp and white. Ash rose, petals soft but strong. Drop into, then hum along. Ash heap detox ballad, black lung blues. Stir it slow Ash heap detox, wasteland truth. Simmer it slow on the cookhouse rust. Taste the cure in the ember dust. Pour it hot in a cracked old tin. One deep sip, let the purge begin. Ash heap detox, ballad song alone. Flowers fight in a fire-blown zone. Healing ain't sweet, but it's carved in bone. Ash heap detox, brewed from stone.
Sometimes you don't patch the wound. Sometimes you just pull the poison out and keep walking. Mabel knows the difference. Keep the dial right here. You ever wake up and realize your skin's glowing and you suddenly love corn way too much? That's just a mutation, baby. But if you need to calm that sparkle or keep your insides from sizzling, well, we've got a tune for you. This one's called Red X for Mutated Sam by Walter Griggs and the Velvet Machine off of their album Clean Blood, Dirty Horn.
Pull a Red X from the rattle crate, orange tab with a chemical fade. Drop it clean in a steel-stained bowl, pour into like your thirst got sold. Water's clear, but don't be blind. This brew will hush your mutant mind. Sam had horns, then he drank this slow. Now he just hums and walks real low. Red X for mutated Sam, diluted down with a clinical jam. Keeps you cool in a glowing jam. Red X for Sam, poor Sam. Sam. Spin that spoon like a vinyl line. Let it steep in the iodine shine. Pop the lid, don't overdose. This ain't a party, just a rat-proof dose. Red X for mutated Sam. Two waters cut the sting and slam. Won't cure fate, but it dims the glam. Red X for Sam, oh Sam, oh Sam.
Now, Sam used to run around naked in the fog yelling about quantum physics. Now he just reads old Red Menace comics and drinks filtered tap. Delusion's a mercy sometimes. You're still on 2Dog. All right, cats. Now don't get brave on me. The next track comes with a disclaimer. Don't mix it unless you plan to charge head first into a super mutant wedding party. 1 buff out, 2 psycho. Side effects include tunnel vision, broken ribs, and a total disregard for cover fire. This one's called Fury in a Flask by Boneyard Slim and the Melted Vinyls off of their album Red-Eyed Recipes, Volume Number 1. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Buff out bomb from the bottom shelf, rip the tab off and brace yourself. Slam it down in a rusty tray, 2 hits of psycho, no delay. It'll burn like sin in a broken vein. Twitch your hands and forget your name. Pour it red, no room for grace. Can't see straight, but you win that race. Fury in a flask, can't miss what's gone. Perception fades, but your rage lives on. Bottled wall with the brain turned off. Fury in a flask, take the top right off. Take the top right off. Mix it fast in a cracked steel cup with a hiss like hell when the temp jumps up. Wasteland warriors heed the cost. Every swing lands, but your aim gets lost. Fury in a flash, no thought, just fire. Drop your scope and raise that higher. Feel like death in a choir of brass. Fury in a flash, your final pass. Your final pass.
Now that's the sound of someone who didn't need their eyeballs anyway. Boneyard Slim, slurring the line between science and sin. Take it once, swing hard, and hope you don't miss your own reflection. Keep the dial right here. Now listen, rumor time, so keep your boots skeptical. Folks out by Helvetia swear they saw a line of lanterns moving through the trees. Not fireflies, not headlamps, just lights, walking quiet like a funeral. If you hear me, if you see lights where there shouldn't be lights, don't follow. You have been warned. Let me tell you something. This one goes out to every settler who's ever lost their last bottle cap to a smile and a sweet pour. Luella's got the recipe for charm, and baby, she's got whiskey in it. This one's called Grape Mentats and a Wink by Luanna Low Note Dixon and the Glow Gals off of their album 2 A.M. Tales.
Found a mud fruit by the roadside stall, ripe and sweet, it wasn't bruised at all. Tossed it in my mixing bowl, time to play the barter roll. Pulled a mentats from my velvet bag, purple tin with a silver tag. Dropped it slow while the flask went clink. That's grape mentats and a wink. Grape mentats and a wink. Talk you out of ammo, food and drink. Smile so sharp you'd never think I laced your deal with charm and ink. Splash of whiskey, not too rough, just enough to look like love. Let it fizz with a sugar bloom. Now I own this trading room. Grape mentats and a wink made you blink while I took your sink. Sweet little lie and a sweet grape drink. Grape mentats and a wink. Mix it right, don't spill your spell. It ain't what you sell, it's how you sell. Grape mentats and a wee.
Now that's how you turn water into wine, and wine into somebody else's loot. Low Note Dixon, walking out richer every time. You're listening to 2Dog. All right, children, now listen. This next number is for the chem heads who measure time in vibes per minute. It's not clean, it's not safe, and it's definitely not slow. But if you've got the sugar, the shell, and the nerve, you know what to do. This one's Jet Rush Recipe number 9 by the Neon Wasteland Orchestra from their album, Station Lost, Signal Found.
Start with sugar in a heat-proof cup. Melt it low till the color jumps. Grind them mentats red to gray. Let it dance in the sugared sway. Find a shell from a used-up shot. Wipe it clean, still smells like rot. Pour the mix in a plastic hiss. Time bends back when you breathe like this. Jet Rush Recipe number 9. Boil it down in a crooked line. Every second stretch real wide. Jet Rush, ride the tide. Flick that switch and let it steam. It's only 5 minutes, but you'll live a dream. Heartbeat skip, but you feel just fine. If you forget what year, that's by design. Jet Rush Recipe number 9. Don't ask twice, just toe the line. Inhale the glow, forget the time. Jet Rush, realign. They say it only lasts a moment, but I've seen folks live whole lives between 2 puffs. That was the Neon Wasteland Orchestra. They never played the same tempo twice. Swing jazz with trippy, broken timing. Male solo vocal slightly slurred and sincere. Swag my hold. Rush, jet rush, ride.
They say it only lasts a moment, but I've seen folks live whole lives between two puffs. Now go ahead and hear me here. Some folks just take Mentats to get ahead. Others take them just to feel like they were ahead. But once you get that rush of insight and everything's connected, baby, the crash feels colder. Let me tell you something. That's the trade. This one's called Mentats in Bloom by the Ellison Wainwright Orchestra.
Fire cap plucked at the edge of flame, burns like thought, never feels the same. Drop it dry in a cracked blue bowl where the old lab whispers with every goal. Brain fungus next, soft and white, grows in dark but it's sharp inside. Slice it clean like a final exam, smells like rust and a library scam. And tats in bloom, tin full of light, one sweet dose makes your dumb feel right. Crack the seal, watch your mind ignite. Mentats in bloom, not quite. A carrot flower makes the color dance, adds that twitch to your circumstance. Grind it slow, add a breath of steam till your thoughts start cutting through the dream. Mentats in bloom, wired on grace, 15 minutes in a smarter place. Then the shadows start to chase. Mentats in bloom, no trace. They say it helps you pass the test, but the smartest ones forget to rest. Mentats in bloom, and the mind forgets the room.
Brilliance is a hell of a drug. But if you forget who you are while you're busy remembering everything else, you're not the first. You're still on 2Dog. All right then. Now listen. 3 different travelers, 3, came through here with the same detail. Radio interference near Helvetia that ain't weather, ain't terrain, and it ain't the usual junk static. They said the air goes thin, like the signal's being handled. You hear me? If your Pip-Boy stutters, or your radio goes quiet for a full second, you better leave. Don't stand there like a hero in a poster. Someone's awake out there. Now back to the set. If you're looking to hit first, hard, and often, you're not gonna wanna wait for that. You're gonna mix a little Psycho with some Cola Fizz and some goo and something that's best left unnamed. Baby, don't blink. This is Overdrive Overload by Atomic Walter in the Wrecked Section off of their album Fallout Big Bang Swing.
Take your cola with a crimson cap, not for drinking, this one slaps. Pour it slow in a breaker dish, bubbles hum like a steelhead wish. Add your Psycho, don't go wild. This one's measured by twitch and pride. One full swirl and a copper spark. Shivers start before it gets dark. Overdrive, overload, strike on cue. Don't wait for luck, it waits for you. Crits on crits in a valley. You overdrive, overload, blasting through. Final dash from the ghoul you scrape. Digested goo still warm and draped. Stir it in, let the mix align. Now your every breath is right on time. Overdrive, overload, no delay. Every shot's a final say. Skip the scope, just let it spray. Overdrive, overload, blaze away.
They say it doesn't cost a crit meter. I say it costs you your sleep. Atomic Walter knows. He's been jittering since Vault 12. Keep the dial right there. All right, children. Don't get brave on me. Psycho wasn't made for your average wastelander. It was cooked to turn men into weapons. Fast, fearless, and hard to control. Now listen. Smokestack Jenkins brought the formula. Try not to flinch. This one's called Psycho Sharp by Smokestack Jenkins and the Steamline Boys off of their album Soot Sessions, Volume Number 2.
From the grit stain tray, toss it in like you're throwing away. Grab some goo from a ruptured ghoul, mix it fast, keep it cruel. Toxic flour from a soot blown hill, crush it down to the powder still. Stir it mean with a rusted pin, hear the hiss, that's war within. Psycho sharp, edge to bone, mind goes numb, fist go lone. Wrap your nerves in iron tone, psycho sharp, full blown. Sweet sips, no lullaby, just fire in the cortex, red in the eye. Pour it high, don't look back, your thoughts fall flat when the screen turns black. Psycho shot, pulse too loud, no room left for thinking proud. Just swing and let the chem get loud. Psycho shot, warbound.
Suppress your thoughts, raise your fists, and swing first. Smokestack's been sharp since the bombs dropped, but just between us, he used to teach math. You're on, 2Dog. Now, let me tell you something. When the regular stuff won't cut it, And you don't need comfort, you need time. This one's built from blood, bloom, and something that hums in the dark. You hear me? That's not romance. That's survival. This one's called Metal Room Mercy by Sister Aurora and the Scalpel Saints off of their album, Cigars and Ashtrays.
Ultra-tight glow on a steel-edged tray. Antiseptic cuts the rot away. Blood packed warm from a borrowed vein. Clock ticks loud in a losing game. Strangler pod from a choking field. Corpse flower stamming, don't ask how it's healed. Grind it fine, let the mixture burn. Every fix comes with a hard return. Metal Room Mercy, light me red. Drag me back from the edge of death. Heals me fast, but the cost gets paid. Metal Room Mercy, unafraid. Seal it tight in a pressure case. Steel remembers every face. Stand back now when the surge hits through. You'll walk again, but it'll limp you too. Metal Room Mercy, hold me fast. This fix ain't built to last. Live now first, feel later on. Metal Room Mercy, still not gone.
Haha, that's not first aid. That's negotiation with death. Sister Aurora doesn't promise you comfort, but she promises that you'll wake up. Public service announcement, children. If you're sleeping in power armor, crack the seals once in a while. I don't care how tough you are. Your body is still a soup factory. And if any of you geniuses are testing mystery chems on your friends, baby, well, congratulations. You're about to be someone's origin story. Now listen, back to the music. All right, cats, you hear me. Some say power is all instinct. Others say it's all muscle. But when Luella Dixon steps to the mic, she's got both, baby. Psycho meets Buff out in a glass of smoke and thunder. This one's called Rage Refined, off of her album, 2 A.M. Tales.
Pop that cap on a buff-out jar. Shake it loose like a backroom star. Drop it low in a snare pan tray. Add some psycho and back away. Swirl it slow with a battered spoon. Mix till it hums like a swing time tune. Flash a red, hiss of steam. You're strong, you're mean, you're running lean. Rage refined, smooth and mean. Silk on steel in a midnight sheen. Health climbs high, your fist go clean. Rage refined, you're the machine. You're the machine. You're the machine. You're the machine. No lab coats, no white glove crew. Just rust, regret, and a deadly brew. Inhale deep, then count to 3. Your heart beats now a killing spree. Rage refined, taste that heat. Mentally gone, but physically sweet. Chemistry never skipped a beat. Rage refined, Feel the stream.
She don't pull punches. She crafts them. Luella Dixon with the velvet knuckles. Now go mix your meds and mind your swing. You're still here, listening to 2Dog. Now listen. Most folks pack stim packs, but some of us gotta cook up hope from what's left in a mosquito bite. Ashley McMillan wrote this after clawing half dead back to his camp with a blood sack in his boot and a smile full of glass. Let me tell you something. That's a writer right there. This is Spit and Stagger off of his album, Sugar Bomb Swing.
Red earth steel left a kiss on my side. Crawled past the blood leaf creek to hide. Popped a sack from a mosquito's gut. Said time to cook or time to cut. Found some glass in the medic's bin. Steal from a pan where the meat had been thinned. Boiled it all in a rusted can. Laughed so hard I dropped the pan. Spit and stagger, don't look down. Vital signs in a busted frown. One more swig and I'm homeward bound. Spit and stagger, still swinging sound. Blood leaf burns like a promise kept. Smeared it raw where the bruises wept. Campfire hiss, moon dip low. Vitality rose, but my step said no. Spit and stagger, patch me fast. Can't let that sucker think I won't last. Glass full of grit and a healing blast. Spit and stagger, not my last.
Well, all right, children. Last little whisper before the finish line. I'm hearing the same word from different mouths. Helvetia again. Folks are taking longer routes, walking quieter, and nobody's making jokes about it. You hear me? That's how you know something's real. Last track coming up. Get ready. Okay, all right, cats. She never broke a sweat, just bagged the parts and brought the count back to 0. Glowing fungus, filtered water, and hands that never shook. Baby, that's confidence in heels. This one's called Clear the Count.
Step to the tray with a nursemaid's grace. Pull that antiseptic from its case. Tastic shines like a midnight bell. She hums low, knows it smell. Water clear as a brother's light. Glowing fungus in a muslin tie. Drop it in, swirl it right.
ground. Back from the ridge, boots still red, snuck her dose while they played dead. Stitched a boy with her coat torn wide. Now she's making rad, running pride collide. Clear the count, don't delay. Ash in the lungs, but she'll find a way. One more shift, one more round. Clear the count, back to ground. Fungus bloom, antiseptic bright. Away those rads into the night. It's clear. It's clear. Clear the count. Clear the count.
Some folks shoot first. Some mix first. Patch the holes and keep the rest of us swinging. Mama Pearl and the Glow Gals. Never miss a drip. You're still on 2Dog. Well, all right, my bright-eyed survivors. That's the sot. From glow-lit mentats to bone dust grit, we kept the swing alive and the chems in check. If you're still breathing, you're still fighting, and you're always welcome in my booth. This is 2Dog, your midnight host in a world that won't stay quiet, signing off until the next signal. Stay warm, stay weird, and keep the dial right here.